Hello students, today we are going to see about the types of plant layout. I am Professor K. Kalidas to handle the session for you. Layout means inside an industry how the resources are going to be placed. The deposition of various facilities and services of the plant inside the working area. So that is nothing but the plant layout. So it ensures the easy availability of the resources during a production process when it is kept at the proper place. So it involves the principle of integration. Integration in the sense there should be a mutual communication between the availability of the product and the employee who is going to work over there. Then minimum movements and material handling. So the distance and time taken for travel between the machines should be minimum, and material handling also should be minimum. Then smooth and continuous flow. Then cubic space utilization. So the space utilization inside the industry is a major factor. So in all the three dimensions, the space has to be utilized in a proper manner. Then safe and improved environments, flexibility, etc. So what are the types of layouts? Are process layout, product layout, combination layout, and fixed position layout. So let us see what are the types in detail. So process layout is also called as the functional layout. So it is characterized by keeping similar machines or similar operations at one location place. So you are going to assemble all the similar machines or same kind of operations in a single place. Again, a second set of machines, a third set of machines. So like that, the machines will be kept in the layout. So according to the functions, the machines are placed. So this is possible during a job order. So we don't know what is the kind of job we are going to get. So the availability is there. So when you get the order, just we are going to start the process. So it is for job order kind of manufacturing activity, and for non-repetitive kinds. The product, again, it doesn't follow the same methodology of manufacturing. Say, for example, all the lathe machines in the manufacturing sector can be kept at one place, and all drilling machines at the other place, etc. So this is a simple process layout. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So all this 8 indicates the different locations. One indicates the storeroom, second is the inspection and quality control. Where the broaching machines are kept is 3, lathe section is 4, milling section is 5, shaper machines are assembled at 6, drilling machines are at 7, and finally the delivering stock room is at 8. The flow is not in a streamlined manner. Say, for example, the product which is going to come from the come from stores is going to go to directly to lathe. That is from 1 to 4. So from the storeroom, it is going for lathe for some operation. Then it's going for milling. Then after milling, it is moving towards broaching. Then it comes for shaping. Then it goes for drilling. So once all the process is completed, it goes for the inspection process. And once the inspection is made, it is going for the stockroom. So it is not a very streamlined flow. So it's a irregular movement. So obviously the movement between the machines will be comparatively high. So what are its advantages? So it's a process layout where you have good flexibility. So you can use the work at any machines at any worker to do the job. So you have the flexibility of doing it. So all the machines can be utilized. If the machine is free, then obviously you can go and work on that. So we can better utilize that. Then we can have the minimum number of machines, which will reduce the initial cost. Better quality of the product can be achieved. variety of job orders can be handled. So if you have the variety, then obviously you have to go for the process layout. Then workers are not affected by the work of the other sections. So we need not worry about how other departments are going to work or other set of machines are going to work. So they can concentrate on their own work. What are the disadvantages? Again, it needs more space. Then automatic material handling, because since it is not streamlined, we cannot have the automatic material handling because while carrying the RGVs and the AGVs may hit together and it may damage. Then work in process inventory is more. So inventory during working is more. Then larger travel, as I said, the distance between the machines for the material to flow is very high, and obviously it takes time. So the second type of layout is the product layout. So it's called as the line layout. So here we are going to have the streamlined flow. So here we know what is going to be the sequence of operation that can be performed. So according to the sequence of operation, the machines are placed in the layout. So it's according to the product flow line, the layers are fixed. So again, as said, it is coming from the stores. It goes for the drilling, and it goes for the it goes for the lathe, then it goes for the drilling, then milling, then inspection as well to the stock. So this is the entire set of operation that has to be performed from raw material to the finished product. So it's a line layout or product layout. But what is the advantage? Again, since it is been kept in a single line, the space requirement is very less. Then again, when you use a line layout, so the automatic material handling is possible. Just you can use a conveyor to travel in a straight line to transfer the products. Then less in-process inventory. Then product completes in less time, smooth and continuous workflow. Better coordination and production planning is possible. The major disadvantages, again, if you change a product, then obviously the layout has to be changed. So it can be done only for continuous type of operations. Then the rate of machining depends on the rate of slower machines also. Once a product is not completed in the previous steps, then obviously you cannot do it. So the waiting time for the product to come to your place will be high. So more machines are needed when more products are needed. Then inspection is tedious because every time he has to walk to the entire line and he has to inspect. So if there are 5 to 6 assembly lines, then it is tedious to watch all the manufacturing lines. And it is difficult to increase the production beyond its limits because we know this is the capacity of machines that we have. So it is not possible to increase the production beyond certain limits. Then comes the combination layout. So it's a combination of both process and product layout, incorporating all the layout advantages of both process and product layouts. So it is possible when the product to be manufactured is of different types and sizes. So it is used when variety of products made in same sequence. So here again, there is a store and as well as a stock. So it's a gear manufacturing. So first we are going to do the forging, then hobbing, then heat treatment and gear finishing. So this blue color indicates it's the product layout because it goes as per the sequence of operation for gear making. This green color indicates it is the set of machines that has been kept. So all these machines of same operation types has been aligned together. So it's a combination of both product and as well as process layout. The advantage is you can do both way of product and process layout. So it is used for both job work and as well as for continuous work. Then finally, the fixed question layout. So here the product doesn't going to move because the size of the product is going to be high, like shipbuilding, aircraft manufacturing, big vessels making, etc. So the machine and man has to move to that particular place. Say in a shipbuilding industry, The painting equipment should come to the ship. The welding equipment should come to the ship. So all this machinery should come to the position of the product. So here also the maximum flexibility of manufacturing is possible, because since it's going to travel, you cannot urge them, because it's a single product which is of huge investment. So I have to look for more accuracy. So I did not urge them to do the job. It involves high equipment handling cost, because every time you are going to travel it. And since you are going to travel your machineries and machine, the same layouts can be used for making many projects. Then it utilizes less labor and equipment. As said, the product will be at the one place. The machine 1, 2, 3, and 4 is going to approach the product to finish the work. So this is the fixed position layout. So in this lecture, we have seen over the different types of plant layouts, their advantages and disadvantages. Thank you.